Both prime ministers seem to have, for their times, a very clear focus on technology and innovation. Yet I think there are differences.
Yes. Any of the advantages of technology really did not come to the masses, which could have come way sooner.
Professor Arvind Panagariya. He's Jagdish Bhagwati Professor of Indian Political Economy at Columbia University. From 2015 to 2017, he served as the first Vice Chairman of the Niti Aayog. Professor Panagariya has now authored more than 15 books, and his most recent book, The Nehru Development Model, History and Its Lasting Impact, and India's Trade Policy, we will spend a fair bit of time today delving into. In March 2012, the Government of India honored Professor Panagariya with the Padma Bhushan, the third highest civilian honors. So it's truly an honor to be sitting with a legend in the field of economics, development, trade and history, and someone I think that India as a country has benefited from greatly. So welcome to the Great Tech Game podcast, Professor Panagariya. How did your relationship with Professor Bhagwati come into?
So he just one time called me on the phone.
Okay.
And you can imagine for somebody who has just started his career in trade
that's
theory.
A great call to get.
And if he calls, you just stand up in your chair. That sort of experience.
What are those core ideological debates that you think are currently shaping policymakers, not just in Delhi but around the world?
We in the domestic economy are trying to move government out of certain activities and bringing markets into many of these activities. The opposite seems to be happening in Europe and the United States. The US is becoming more socialist now.
That's right. Because the US actually just becoming more Chinese. Given the last few years we've seen of the trade and technological battle between the US and China, what impact are you now expecting and anticipating on the trade regime in the world?
For the foreseeable future, things are likely to get messier. The global trade flows, they are larger than ever. Pre-COVID merchandise exports globally about 19 trillion. Post-COVID peak has been over 25 trillion. There is merchandise, and then there is services. There is another 6 or 7 trillion. If you think of India, it's a massive market.
Are we growing our services exports as fast enough as we should be?
One of the things that puzzles me, somehow, unlike in the United States, in India, the export interests don't assert themselves.
Are there clear lessons here from China's journey for India?
One can legitimately say that we have not invested in R&D. I think correction seems to be underway.
What's your evaluation of our economic policy making process today? Are we getting a lot of contrary views into the room? The economic debates need to be as vibrant as the political ones.
Absolutely.